Hello, Valeria.
Hello, happy to be here.
Yeah, so you are our last speaker today. For those who don't know, Valeria Panina is a blockchain education manager at the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine and a fellow researcher at Ethereum Foundation Next Billion Fellowship Project. Valeria, we're happy to have you with us, and yeah, the stage is yours.
Great. My presentation is uploading. Looks like it takes some time. Shall I try to reload it? Looks like.
Yeah, you just need to press present, then you go to slides, then you go to Google Slides, and then yeah, then everything happens.
Yeah, it says processing.
Okay. So yeah, we're on the right track. Yeah. So yeah, well, I mean, not on the right track. We're a little bit late, but they were late for a good reason because people had some insightful information to share, and uh, it's our duty to allow them to do that, to do so. And gladly to the format of the forum itself. If some people even left us right now because it may be already a late hour for them, they are able to be later review the presentations, which we will post on some publicly available media.
Okay, great. I can see that it's. So let's Hi, my name is Valeria, and I manage blockchain education at the Ministry of Digital Transformation Project Office, and I'm researching the state of crypto and DLT adoption within Ethereum Foundation's Next Billion Fellowship Initiative. My presentation is dedicated to the state of formal and informal crypto and DLT education in Ukraine, and I will divide it into parts. In the first part, I will speak as an educator and the producer of a national project with over 20,000 students, its premises, launch, and outcomes. In the second part, as a fellow of that Next Billion initiative, I will present the research, its scope, and interim results. And most importantly, at the end, I will invite all educators working with this space to engage in an open discussion as a part of the research. To begin with, over 400 million people worldwide are using cryptocurrency. Ukraine has been ranked as one of the countries with highest crypto adoption, currently being among top 5 globally, the only European country in this rating for the last 3 years. Furthermore, Ukraine is working on becoming a crypto-friendly legal space. People's interest in this subject is also growing. Though, according to a survey by Whitebit, more than 60% of people distrust the industry entirely. Therefore, a high-quality, practical source of knowledge is needed to help people make informed decisions as for their involvement in the industry. 3 years ago, government and community united to conduct a foresight research with the goal to outline the direction of the industry development for the next decade. And education became one of the 5 priorities. Following this, a pilot course in virtual assets was implemented by the experts with the support of the ministry to study the demand for such education. It featured live webinar and workshops, homework, 6 topics from protocols to practical use cases applications like NFT, basis of smart contracts, and DeFi. Recorded performance was better than expected. After only 1 press release without any additional ads, there were 400 quality applications with essays received. Out of them, 25 students were selected, 17 graduated, and generally giving highly positive feedback. Though such a format with live curated engagement from the experts won't provide a necessary pass rate with the goal to make a real nationwide project with the goal to reach as many economically active Ukrainians as possible. Realizing the need for more accessible and practical education, the decision was made to make the course fully automated, practical, and of course, keeping free for all the participants. A large number of the industry leaders representing the ecosystem in full have joined the project as the core contributors. That also signaled the interest of core ecosystem contributors in supporting such initiatives and that education is on the agenda. After 5 months of active development, the crypto literacy blockchain educational project was launched in February this year. Together, we built 3-component interactive learners experience. The project offered 4 modules covering a wide range of topics, such as history of blockchain, smart contracts, DeFi, and more. The project has been a massive success with over 19,000 students currently and a completion rate of more than 25%. Also, you can see a bit of interesting statistics on the screen. Besides 500 universities expressed initial interest in the topic, we conducted 4 pilots, and the course is prepared to be counted as an elective for those high schools interested, and we are working on opportunities for professional development for the teachers. We studied the learner's motivation, and some of interesting highlights are financial application is leading with more than 4,000 mentions in total of 22,000 applications. The second most popular motivation is interest in the technology, with the keywords like blockchain, development, protocols, etc. Almost the same as financial application. Top 3 highlight is, as people's sentiment, is that people treat the industry as opportunities, as something about future, something about trends, basically believing that the topic is a must for your future development. My team and I are planning to support and develop the current project and launch new initiatives. Happy to talk about it later. To continue, as an individual who is committed to the idea of popularizing crypto and DLT education and fostering adoption at large, I am working on a research within Ethereum Foundation Next Billion Initiative that I'm happy to tell you more now. The ultimate goal is to understand how different groups of Ukrainians engage with such technologies, use them, how they impact their lives, and how this engagement changes over time, aiming to discover drivers, benefits, risks, challenges of such technologies for Ukrainians, basically collecting people's stories behind these impressive numbers that we hear from statistics. And the goal is to tell the world about the status quo of blockchain adoption in Ukraine and give insights and potentially foster collaboration among the participants, the contributors of Ukrainian crypto DLT ecosystem. I am focusing on three groups: educators, impact makers, and builders. Inspired by the V-Taiwan use cases, I've devised a structural approach that utilizes some of their methods and tools, focusing on each group's educators, impact makers, and builders. One by one, I'm following the next steps: primary mapping and categorization of the landscape, in-depth expert interviews with representatives of such categories, interim results presentation to win more collaborators and prompt broader open discussion and refinements, same interviews and open discussion with users, in this context learners, and comprehensive material analysis and presentation planned in February-March next year. Let's dive into the progress. I categorized the education landscape into the following groups: by provider, formal and informal; by focus, financial, development, and general application; and by type, structured and unstructured education, with the subsequent groups. Important to note that at this stage, all the findings are subject to further discussion, and I will gladly engage in any of them after the presentation. So currently I'm conducting interviews with representatives of the main subgroups, and some of the interim insights are: a significant amount of learners start their education in a peer-to-peer decentralized Telegram chat manners. And two most popular entrance point is interaction with stablecoins or figuring out what happened after a person has been scammed. The absolute majority of learners start education motivated by the novelty and general interestingness in the industry. The interest in education by both learners and educators surged months after full-scale invasion. Second most common interest is financial applications. Some third-party informal courses can now be counted in students' academic records in universities, and businesses and universities should interact more with one another to provide holistic education. However, the goal is to make a broader temperature check and with the inclusion of as many contributors as possible. As the next stage, I am creating a policy conversation to let broader audience to take part in it. Basically, that conversation consists of statements. Some examples you just saw on the previous slide. A statement contains one idea or expresses a fact or a specific attitude towards a particular concept or phenomenon. Theses from my interim findings are some examples of it. Participants are then asked to indicate their attitude to these statements, agree, disagree, or do not know. And most importantly, to add their own statements that complement the conversation. This way, this platform allows not only to collect opinions on already existing points, as a generic survey would do, but also to make the participants interact with one another and provide meaningful contributions to the talk and build on the conversation. And most importantly, after a necessary amount of inputs, the platform streamlines relationship analysis among participants by dynamically mapping the patterns of agreement and disagreement, clustering them. That allows versatile data interpretation to see trends and opinion groups. That's why all experts who are associated with crypto DLT education are invited to participate in this open public discussion and express their opinion on the matter. Please join it, vote on existing statements, and propose new ones. This conversation is being held in Ukrainian because it's one of the criteria for the participants to be the contributors to this space. That said, I will be happy to dive deeper in any topic that I outlined today, and please connect with me on social media. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm getting back to the stage. So thank you so much, Valeria. Very insightful and very data-driven presentation. We are actually excited that such a good results were achieved, which actually outperformed the expectations. Always pleasant to see such things. There was a question which you already partially answered. Is how people can join to these open discussions?
Yeah, of course. So that's the QR code. That's the link, and let me post the link in comments. Yes, it takes your time to let me do it. Oh, it says an error occurred. Let me send you the link. So please.
Okay, yeah, I can post it.
Yes. So the comments are moderated, but will enter the discussion, I guess, every business day. And yes, the goal is to collect as many inputs as possible to reflect the status quo.
Got it. So the link is posted. I assume everyone is welcome to join. And yeah, Valeria, it was great to have you. This is the last presentation of today. Let's give maybe a minute for somebody else to ask a question if somebody has. If not, then we will be wrapping up this first day, which appeared to be longer than we expected, but all for the good reasons. So, yeah, we see no questions, and we are Ivan from Encrypted is returning to the stage, and now, yeah.
Hello, Valeria. I was talking to Sergey in Telegram, and I was telling that your presentation was just my crush. It's very beautiful and structured, so I just was satisfied, max.
Thank you.
I can confirm that this is literally what was happening. So,
That's true. That's true.
I guess that's what happens when you have passion for what you are doing. And actually, I'm so happy that we have our homemade Ukrainian platform to conduct such stream. And it's great to see how the community is getting more and more engaged.
And I can't even imagine how far we will come when the war will finish. You know, during the war, we're doing such great things, and everybody in the world, they just stunned. Like, you have war, yeah? What are you doing? Conferences, forums, and so on and so forth, products, and they just stunned. They say, okay, just wait for our victory, and we will show what Ukraine is.
That's true. Yeah. So my second stage of the research basically is dedicated to impact makers And it also embraces volunteers and all that movement that appeared after the full-scale invasion when crypto and DLT technologies proved to be vital here. So I'm also can't wait to research it more and tell the world about it, hopefully on such conference next time.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Okay, so we saying goodbye to Valeria.
Yeah. Goodbye, Valeria. Even you.
Wow, it was a huge day. My congrats on the first day of DLT forum. It was tons of information. I'm sure that the link, by the way, the video is already on YouTube, and you can watch it whenever you want. So you can. We will also cut the concrete presentations, and Sergey will host it, I guess, on their platform. So the more people could know about this. For the audience, I guess it's a bit hard, but gold doesn't given not hard. I don't know how to tell it. So if it's gold, you have to do something. You have to learn something, and that is why the people who will understand what is saying here will, I guess, have some benefits. Okay, so what we will do at the moment, I think we will finish the translation, and tomorrow, what's the time of starting tomorrow?
So tomorrow we start later than today. Tomorrow we start at 1 p.m. I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who was attending us earlier and still is with us right now. And yeah, so tomorrow 1 p.m. and on Sunday the link will be different. So we will post the new link to the website and we'll send the link to individual participants and then yeah, see you all.
And also we will post in our Telegram channel the new link to the day 2, and then we will post the link to the day 3, because YouTube gonna say, no guys, we will not do 72 hours translation. Let's divide it into 3 at least. So join Telegram channel to see the new links, and maybe tomorrow we think about that with the team. Maybe we will give some present to motivate people to ask questions, because it's very important to have a dialogue with the audience, and maybe we can motivate them. It'll be known tomorrow, so don't waste your time. Come and see the announcements. And now we're gonna finish. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, thank you to everyone. Thank you, Ivan and Encrypted, for helping us in organizing this. And yeah, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.